Have you ever stopped to think how a farewell can be just as painful as it is necessary? In One Piece, one of the most emotional scenes happens when Sanji says goodbye to Zeff at the Baratie. It wasn't just a cook leaving his master, it was a son at heart, leaving the father that life had given him. Sanji was always that sharp-tongued guy, half-flirt, full of attitude, but with a heart too big for his chest. And all of that essence was born thanks to Zeff the pirate cook, who sacrificed his own leg to save the starving boy. From then on, their bond was marked by silence, tough discipline, and an unspoken love felt in every glance. At the Baratie, the floating restaurant, Sanji grew up, learned to cook, to fight, and to dream. But Sanji's dreams went beyond the kitchen. He wanted to find the All Blue, the legendary sea where all the fish of the world gather. But how could he abandon the one who gave him everything? How could he turn his back on someone who was more than a master? He was a father. The farewell is heavy with held-back tears, unspoken words, and suffocating pain. Zeff, in his own way, didn't beg Sanji to stay. He knew that caging a bird that dreams of the sky is the same as killing it from the inside. So, even with his heart tightening, he let the young man follow his journey alongside Luffy and the Straw Hat crew. And let's be honest, that moment is heartbreaking because we see the clash between gratitude and freedom. Sanji bows, acknowledges all he received, but also declares his will to chase his own destiny. It's as if, in that instant, he buried part of his childhood to be reborn as a true pirate of the seas. If you think about it, this scene isn't just about One Piece, it's about all of us. Who hasn't had to say goodbye to someone important in order to chase after their own dreams? Whether a mentor, a teacher, a friend, or even family, life is full of moments where the pain of leaving opens the door to the greatness of the future. And hey, speaking of the future and immersive experiences, let me take a quick detour here. Imagine reliving this scene and so many others on a Samsung Odyssey G949 ultrawide, an immersive monitor that feels like it pulls you right into the anime. The massive curved screen wraps around your vision, as if you were in the Baratie itself, feeling the emotion firsthand. Seriously, it's another dimension. Back on track, Sanji and Zeff's farewell also carries strong symbolism. The passing of the torch between generations. Zeff, the man who had already lived his peak as a pirate, left his legacy to the pupil who would now carry his flame forward. No fiery speech was needed, just a gesture, a look, and the silence of someone who understands that true love doesn't chain, it frees. And that's exactly why this scene is remembered as one of the most beautiful in One Piece. It reminds us that family isn't just blood, it's the ones willing to sacrifice everything for you, like Zeff did on that deserted island. And Sanji never forgot that. Every dish he prepares, every kick he throws, every decision he makes carries a little of the old master of the Baratie. Deep down, that farewell wasn't a goodbye. It was a see you later, because Zeff will always be with Sanji no matter what ocean he crosses. And we, as spectators, feel that lump in our throats because we understand that growing up hurts, but it's necessary. One Piece has always been about dreams, sacrifices, and the strength of invisible bonds, and this scene shows exactly that. True courage is not only in setting sail, but also in saying goodbye. And then comes that lingering question that stirs something inside us. If you were in Sanji's place, would you have the courage to leave behind the one who was your entire world to chase a dream that might never come true?